It's the motherfucking. Are we starting? Fucking time. All right. It's the Anime Podcast. Keith's not here, but we love him still. We about that. Go crazy.
Surprise.
About to go crazy.
Ooh. Don't drop the
Well, you
one.
said Keith's not here again?
Yeah, it's cool. We've been here a lot, so we gonna give him grace. I love Keith.
We're gonna CGI, man.
CGI that nigga.
I am your host with the most eaten post cereal, Brimstone. How you doing? Honey Nut Cheerios in my bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Whole milk. I'm gonna start trying almond milk. Y'all try almond milk? Oh, you get
That milk's live.
Try it.
Well, I'm the unlockable character in most of us.
Mm.
I've been unlocked for how many episodes we had?
I think we had like 28.
20. Y'all got a memory card.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't. I wouldn't be on this bitch.
Bro, shout out to modern technology.
Shout out to
Sure.
technology. And
Shout
I'm
out
a
to
problematic
Japan.
character here, Kavadas Prime.
Our problem child.
You
Keep
know,
saying your name wrong. It's
not a lot of
Javadas.
people know this, but Ant looks up to me. I gave Ant the blueprint. I taught Ant how to drive.
He did teaching. He also taught him how to grow his stomach out.
Ah!
You know, and in return, Ant built the hospital I was born in. So
That's crazy.
We love y'all. We coming in fresh off of a motherfucking very successful show. God Mode, your boy Brimstone had a good show. Shout out my nigga True Feet to God.
shout out to
Motherfucker
Truth.
Zach Fresh. Motherfucker pulled up. You know what I'm saying? That was a great ass show. 7th grade, the last day, just dropped. That shit is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Go stream that. Fuck with me. Brimstone remains at bandcamp.com. You know what I'm saying? Real quick. Quick shameless plug. But yeah, you know how y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
I thought you were talking about last episode. Because last episode was
I did
fire.
for a second too. But wait, since we're on this whole 7th grade thing, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Why don't you tell us this whole 7th grade, the last day project. What's that about? How do you feel like it's different from, your other 7th grade? Because the titles might confuse people a little bit, so they might not understand. Where do you feel like your mentality has changed?
You
How do
repeated
feel like
7th grade.
Grown
I
as
didn't
an
repeat
artist?
7th grade.
You remember Carl that repeated 7th grade? Because I remember you told me he was in 7th grade when you was in 7th grade. And then I came into 7th grade like 2 years later, and that nigga was still in 7th grade.
I'm sorry, Carl.
I
That
don't
shit
even
was
know who
wild.
Carl
That
is.
nigga was like 15 in 7th grade when we was 12.
I don't remember Carl. I don't know Carl.
Shit.
I'm sorry, Carl.
So it was this dude named Carl. 'Cause me and G went to
Oh,
the
he
same
about to
middle
go
school.
crazy. You told me went to middle?
Yeah, we both went to Memphis. We had a whole conversation about this because the year I started there, your mom had transferred you to another
Yeah, I went to
middle
Franklin.
school.
Yeah.
And so we never actually saw each
towards
other.
the end of the year.
Yeah,
I
what
wonder
happened?
why.
Bro, niggas was annoying, bro. Niggas was testing my gangster, bro.
Niggas be annoying. So
They
what
was
happened?
like, it was testing. They was trying to test your gangster with Mifflin, bro.
I feel you.
Nah, they was trying to start shit with Mifflin.
They tested your gangster at Mifflin.
It was this dude there, Carl.
Y'all both wore glasses?
I was wearing glasses.
Ah, bitch.
It was rough. All
You
right.
fucking bitch. So we can't see. Niggas gotta test our gangster because I can't see. Wow.
I'm sorry. I couldn't. My fault.
Long
Hey,
story
nah,
short.
I gotta start getting some dubs towards the end of the year though.
Hey, all
I'll be-
basketball.
hey. I started beating some niggas up towards the end of the year. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't even scared to get suspended no more. I'm about to start fighting niggas, start beating niggas up. Got suspended, came to school while suspended, beat another nigga up.
Okay.
My mom was like, you're not going to school there no more.
Niggas
I
was
was like-
bitches in Mifflin.
I was like, fuck it. I just go to another school. Then I went to another school. They was on trash there too. Luckily, I ended up being cool with the niggas that was like, they weren't trying to bully me, but they was like, it was a uniform school for one, so it was hard for niggas to really kind of size you up off of school, like clothes and shit. But the niggas that was trying to like size me
like,
up,
how do you do? Then they be like, how do you do?
Nah, the niggas who was trying to size me up, we used to all go to the body at Mifflin. I mean, at Franklin. So
Yeah.
I was putting paws on niggas, like, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
what? He was giving them the anime
I
hands.
was going to the bathroom. Oh, you
Go,
can go to
go,
you want to go in the
good,
bathroom?
good.
Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, you can be pretty all you want, nigga. You can see how them reds feel.
It's real crazy how they try to be your friend out there.
Yeah, tenderize your ass real
Change up
quick.
the whole
He
demeanor.
was giving them anime paws.
Yeah, they be talking shit. We in the class. Boom, bitch. All right, quit playing.
Oh, I didn't even finish the
Taking
damn
it-
story. Long story short, the
Hmm?
nigga Carl, he was stuck there in 7th grade. He was 15, I was 12, and then he also went to 7th grade with G. So
That's cool, man. He probably was trouble. He probably was trouble, man.
He was going through his own thing.
nah, he was done. He was slow. Ain't no way he should be struggling like this.
Can I still do my synopsis of 7th grade?
Yeah, go ahead. Explain the album. Talk to us.
So,
let us know what it's about. How you feel like you evolved.
Appreciate it. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's start off simple. Tell us about the project, and then I'll lead you through the rest of the questions.
All right, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So 7th grade, you know what I'm saying? The reason why this one is called The Last Day is because it's almost like not a deluxe edition, but kind of like a continuation. Like the first 7th grade, shout out to my nigga Loco Lows. The reason why it's called 7th grade is because of Loco Lows. This nigga used to beat on the desk all the time, and we'd get kicked out of class because I'd be like slightly rapping. It was like motherfucking Chappelle show. This nigga was always beat on the desk. But this nigga was making beats, like listen, 3 6 Mafia, all that shit. We got to get him on the pod. He just be going underground a lot. So he actually was making beats. So when I first started really getting seriously into making music, first I just like rapped on a couple things and a couple covers. My first actual project, like Higher Learning and shit like that, my intro, I had a beat from him on it.
Higher Learning was my shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The intro, that's a Lowe's beat. Then the rest of them was kind of covers of playing around and shit like that. So when I first got, like, he was like probably the first producer I did a full project. Like, he was the one who was feeding me beats. So I'm like, if I'm going to do a whole project, did 7th grade with him, the original one had, like, you know, Yusuke Urameshi, James Bond. Like, well, James Bond wasn't even really on there. That's another thing, too. Like, I had shit spread out. But a lot of my biggest songs, like Kakarot, Basement Flow, Stone to Death, like, a lot of them was on the original 7th grade. So when I was going through all of the different songs that I had just amassed from just working with Lowe's for so long, I pretty much had a whole new project. So this new 7th grade, pretty much like the last day, I wanted it to be like, you know, the last day of school, you go crazy, you feel me? Like, so, and I don't know if I'm going to do shit with it. You know, that's how I was supposed to be. So the sequencing of the album to not be super long, I kind of fuck with it. Like, I start with the God shit, where God taking you where everybody can't go, all of that. I fuck with that, you feel me? Like, just kind of like I always like wanted to be important. Like if it was like sliders for making music, like my shit, I got good hooks. I rap about anime, video games, God, bitches, smoking weed. Like I try to keep it in the realm of shit that I actually do. We talking about like killing niggas and shit like all that shit like that. It'd be some flexy activity here, maybe introspective. But the God shit is the more like, you know, started off with leading you into this some shit. Then I go into Not Impressed. That's where it get cocky, where it's just like, I done been away for a minute, but like just on some cocky shit, like looking at all of this shit, it ain't like y'all done did some shit that I'm just like, ooh, that was crazy. Like how I feel about JuJutsu Kaisen, like, this ain't some shit. This ain't nothing crazy, bro.
No,
like I'm
he
not.
Fucking did.
Yes, I did, bro. Like I'm
I
like,
was with you, but you got me fucked up. You better keep talking about your damn album.
Yeah. So then after that, I go on the
Fucked
motherfucking you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's Je ne sais quoi chi or if it's Mind Over Matter. Like Mind Over Matter is just, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much Mind Over Matter. Anything you want to do, just Mind Over Matter. Je ne sais quoi chi. Boom. I got a certain Je ne sais quoi chi. Now I like how, you know, I'm trying to be quick and get it, but I just like the sequencing of the album because even when I get to like towards the end with Money Cash, everything where I was explaining to you how the video gonna be, where it's like, it's kind of like, you know, you act like money and kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's really like, as you listen to the song, some of my songs can be sarcastic, but there's always a hint of seriousness and every element of sarcasm, you feel me? Like towards the end of the verse, I just kind of be like, I want to fill my pockets up with cash, fill my glass, fill the voids. I don't want to fill it all, cash for my broken past. No one needs to know. I got hoes, money, cars, and clothes. I will live above my means, wear my cross across my jeans. You feel me? Like, fuck's living on fuck birthdays on Halloween, holidays, sleeping on Saturdays, simple things. I'm ready to be a slave. Everything ain't what it seems. Knee green busting out the seams. Fuck building my self-esteem. Money, cash is everything. Buy my women, buy their feelings, buy their friendship, buy the time missed with my children, family members. Make the millions, all's forgiven. Fuck self-respect. I need this check. Pussy poor in public. Surely I can sell my soul to ease this empty stomach. You feel me? Like, trying to get like more into that, like, damn, like, we get into that point where we just don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just everything is for money. You feel me? Even when it comes to money, like, it's like shit. Ain't really shit else important, but like money, cash is everything. Whether you want to like be serious about it or not, we do get to that point. But then I end with Subata She, where it's like, nah, bro, you still amazing. You still beautiful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I want that to be how, like, and it's just crazy. God orders everything. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? When like,
so you joined the Illuminati on this album.
Nah.
A lot of triangle references. Shout out to The Rock.
Nah.
Jay-Z kind of at the top of the fourth Illuminati. So.
Nah, man, I just like, you know what I'm saying? I try to
Shout
put
out
like
to the Rock.
I probably was long-winded. Listen to the album, you feel me? But like, shout out to Lowe's for just giving me them beats. Shout out to God for ordering the album and shit. And just, you know what I'm saying? The way that it just all worked out. Like, I like how it ends with Subada She.
Are these all new songs, or is it just a collection of stuff that you've done with Los over time that you still hadn't released yet?
Well, it's all pretty much new shit. Like, God ain't been out, Genesis Quantum. Like, the whole album is probably stuff that isn't released. The only song that has been released is Subada She. And like even Money Cash, everything is crazy because the third verse wasn't even on there for real. And the song didn't make sense. Like the first verse, I'm kind of flexing. Then the second verse, I'm just kind of rapping sweet. But the third verse kind of brings everything together as far as like what the hook means, what the song means. You feel me? And then even down to like the anime kind of aspect of it, like I go full rock on that verse. Like I'm like going screamo rock and roll on that verse. So, like, I kind of feel like, you know, I'm like, I've always sang and I've always been able to rap my ass off. So now I'm actually getting more comfortable with, like, nah, I'm going to do, like, full rock shit. And not, like, I'm going to embrace it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to really scream this shit out and do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it be turning out kind of sweet. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking with it and I'm just looking forward to doing the next shit, too.
That's what's up. Well, shout out to G, Brimstone, new album, 7th grade. The final day, the last showdown, the graduation.
Day. And also, I'm about to get ready to drop that Decapitators cut. It's more shit with Lowe's. You feel me? I like how they do director's cuts and shit like that. So that's going to be the Decapitators cut. More shit to come with Lowe's, some more music to come soon.
That's what's up. Let me get a feature. I'm a disc keys on it.
Do it.
For not showing up to podcast.
Man. Hopefully he playing the album.
Ain't that so? All right, so what we got going on
find the album, man.
Brimstone remains.bandcamp.com, or you can just type in Brimstone Brimstone 7th grade, the last day on all streaming services is everywhere. Wherever you listen to music.
SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, very easy to find. Brimstone.
It's not on SoundCloud because it's on it's on streaming services, but it's on Bandcamp too. Which is pretty much SoundCloud, but the artist gets paid for it.
I fuck with SoundCloud still.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have a job to do, so we're gonna jump into, I guess, just a couple of little things real quick. So before we get super duper anime, we got motherfucking just video games that's been coming out and stuff like that. Maybe touch on video games just a little bit lightly. We got the MK1 that's about to get ready to drop. Seeing that 2K is about to get ready to have crossplay. Saw that Snoop Dogg is going to be in goddamn Call of Duty again.
They had a Nicki Minaj skin that got leaked for Call of Duty. PGA Tour 2K23, that's also about to be on PlayStation Plus. So
we already got it.
Yeah, we already got it. Y'all paid for it.
Yeah, y'all paid for it though, but we didn't
pay
buy
for
it.
Yeah,
probably Hakeem paid for it. If you didn't pay for it.
I paid for it. I hate that game.
Yeah.
Well.
Ooh, let's talk about that. So realism, like I watch a lot of boxing and shit like that. I love the fact that sometimes when niggas really be hitting that they punch after the bell. I'm mad that they don't be having that in boxing. Like they should be.
You talking about the games? I ain't gonna hold you. Remember the old,
Raider Rumble?
Nah, like fight nights, like round 3. They had you could hit out the joint.
That's hard. But games do be trying to like teeter on the like too real right now. Like everybody be mad about like
that's
baseball.
Why I didn't play the newer fight nights, man. That shit.
I think I'm kind of.
You could touch each other, and you had to. I ain't really because I couldn't see me punch the nigga. Like, you know, you could, but
some of them games they literally had an invisible barrier that you couldn't, and that
was round 3
because there's clinch fighting. Like you get up against the shoulder and try to.
Like you said, too real. Shit. Like round 3 and round 2 was better than any fight night I played after that.
That realism, it kills a little bit of a sense of aesthetic in the game. Like it's cool.
I want to know it's a video game.
Yeah, like we don't need it in every single game. I don't need every game to come off as realistic physics and shit. And then like once you get too realistic, it starts getting annoying because then you have
I ain't gonna hold you though,
or diet down. Like that's what difficult.
I'm gonna give it some grace though because it was around the time we got to the next generation games like PS4 and all of that, and Xbox 360 and PS3s. Like realism was like the next step to video games. So I give it grace on that. I didn't fuck with it. At least on that part. You feel me? At least in that game, I mean.
I would say
certain games I fuck with.
Sports games are probably hard to go out my bad.
I was looking at something recently where they was talking about where things have changed up so much in terms of like then and now, and part of the reasoning for that is because at a certain point in time we was much more limited on technology and what we could do, and limited resources brings about more creativity. So since you don't have everything you want to do ever at your disposal, now you have to figure out how can we take what we have and still give off that same kind of effect.
I think sports is probably more difficult too because not only do you got two different people to try and please, you got your people who just want to play a game, and then you got people who actually know everything about this said sport, and they like, I don't do it myself, or maybe I do it myself, and I want to be able to have that execution. You try and please everybody, and then also like you said, like you got to deal with patches and shit too. Like you might make a football game and put a receiver in there, or put something in there that you didn't, and now people have figured it out and manipulating it. Now you got to patch it. You feel me? So it's great now that we even got the ability to go back and change some of that shit. But back in the day, shit, like it was limited. You feel me? Like they have basketball with two niggas on the court and you could shoot from anywhere and that bitch going in. Like it wasn't really like they was trying to focus on realism, and now they didn't try to get to it so much so that now we like, well, we're not having fun because like, you know what I'm saying, we playing hockey and it's 0-0.
I mean, even with the shit that they would put in there, like you might play a game like that. Like I remember they had I think it was MLB The Show in like 2002. And it was realism for the time, but one of the things they had in there, you could put a cheat code in, and now your whole team is Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
Was that The Show? You sure that wasn't Slugfest?
It might have been Slugfest.
That was Slugfest because
I don't know. I ain't played it since 2002.
Yeah, it was Slugfest with the it was made by Midway.
Yeah. See,
so
you know exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
but them games were made not to be realistic. Like
I mean,
was like
but
playing NBA Jam.
At the time of 2002, that's as close to realism as we get.
Nah, but the show was actually like a real baseball game, like on realism. The Slugfest and Blitz the League and NBA Jam. I'm not saying you're wrong because you're not wrong.
No, I see what you're saying.
You just got the games mixed up. Those games like that was meant to be fucking obnoxious and I'm gonna put this big head code in. We're gonna have a big bunch of fucking stupid heads, and I'm gonna throw this fucking ball. It's gonna be on fire. And bitch, you can't hit it because I'm on fire.
That sense of enjoyment is lost.
You feel me? It was an arcade game. You feel me?
That sense of enjoyment is lost. Like even like some cheesy lines that you used to get in games, like you don't really get that as much anymore. And now everything's just kind of like.
I miss when they gave us games and they worked when they gave us though.
I mean,
like patching the game. It's cool but like they do it because when the game come out, it be broke.
You'd be surprised.
That's because a lot of times
these
niggas be so fucking imaginative on what they want the final product to be, and they don't probably be having the funding, the hot microtransactions.
Or they don't give a fuck. They just want the cheese.
You also got to consider how many instances. Like if you had like the bigger game you have, the more variables there are for things that can go wrong. So it might all work out right on paper. But, like, if we all playing Grand Theft Auto 5, the way I get to a mission is not going to be the same way that y'all get to a mission, and it's not going to turn out the same way whenever you run into some shit. So that just creates more variables for glitches.
In hindsight, though, they also take 4 or 5 years to make games. And tell us about it, and then they have time. Just like when we be playing fucking Call of Duty 2, nigga, Call of Duty 1 got to the perfect game, the dark patches or whatever. Nigga, it was Call of Duty 2 and just took everything out. It don't really make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all niggas got the technology to fucking copy and paste.
Or when, like you said, like they promote a game years in advance. Like you would have times like they had come out, like when they started announcing like Sekiro and Neo around the same time, I think they're the same goddamn game. Then by the time they finally do come out, then by the time they finally do come out, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't promoted right, you just might end up missing it altogether. You know what I'm saying? They might end up playing.
Yeah. One is so Neo is Team Ninja and Sekiro is From Software.
Oh, for real?
So From Software is the blueprint for the Souls game.
That game you was playing was made by Team Ninja though.
Which one?
That one, you know, I'm saying we beat the game together.
What's talking about? What is it? That Wolong bullshit?
Yeah, Wolong.
That was made by Team Ninja too. It was supposed to be. It was supposed
and
to
they
be.
got another game that's about to get ready to come out. That's in that kind of vein too. But it kind of looks like
The Ronin something.
Some they got a couple.
It looks hard.
It's
though.
a
couple
couple
That's
samurai
a whole other
games that
deal.
look sweet, but you know what I'm saying? They just be looking real similar.
I'm not gonna cap. Rise of the Ronin looks sweeter than Ghost
Lords of the
Tsushima.
Fallen look sweet as fuck. That shit look like it's gonna be like another kind of Bloodborne, like you know what I'm saying, big like Elden Ring Bloodborne type something we can all play together.
Did you
type
play the
shit.
first one? The first Lords of the Fallen?
Nah, it looks like it could have been sweet though, but I played it.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it just because like it came out at a time where you know how
That might
the
be
game
one of
is
the
really
ones
popular.
where the second one could be better than the first
See,
one. Black.
that's all I'm saying.
But maybe you didn't play it though. You never
No,
even played it.
I played it, but the problem is that it came out at a time where like you know as soon as one game blows up, suddenly everybody's trying to make that same thing. Like League of Legends got popular, so now everybody was trying to make a MOBA. Fortnite with the Battle Royale shit got popular, so now everybody was trying to make a Battle Royale.
yeah.
And
I ain't saying it ain't possible, but your ass literally said the game that changed games is whack. You're crazy.
it's not that big on it, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, because, you know, it made a change. It definitely did.
But you like the second one, and the second one is literally a copy and paste with extra shit.
I wouldn't call it a copy and paste.
We're talking about The Last of Us.
It has
The Last of Us
The
1.
Last of Us 2.
The
So
Last
look,
of Us 2.
the discrepancy here is that there's The Last of Us 1
If I was about
and
to
there's
pull
The Last
somebody's
of Us
ass,
2.
it's not going to make sense.
I don't necessarily like The Last of Us 1 that much from a
Why?
gameplay standpoint.
Why?
I just don't like
He
the
said
mechanics. I feel like
mechanically,
whenever you're trying to aim, I don't really feel like I can aim.
It's the
I
same
don't
fucking
like the way the
mechanics.
combat works.
I don't understand
No,
what you're saying either.
He's
It's
not.
got
He's
the same-
lying.
It's got the same sway.
Bro, he's lying.
It's got the same.
He's lying.
I understand.
Honestly think he's lying.
Have y'all played that PS3 version since?
Yeah, bro, but they made a PS.
No.
You didn't play the
actual
PS3
Because
version?
here's the thing. Check this out.
But see, we
They
also
did this
made
with
the
Uncharted
comparison.
Collection too, though.
We also talked about how Kingdom Hearts 2 measures up against Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 2 got drive forms. You got X moves. They can also go on the square moves and shit like that. The combat in Kingdom Hearts 2 is way better than Kingdom Hearts 1. But if you play Kingdom Hearts 2 before you play Kingdom Hearts 1, you're never going to want to go back and play Kingdom Hearts 1. Even if the story is super sweet and you want to get the ultimate, you're going to be like, bro, this fucking combat is fucking whack.
That's not even a.
That's because you played the second one before you played the first one.
I understand what you're saying. You're not wrong.
I played The Last of Us 1 first.
You're not wrong. But this game that we're talking about changed games. There's no other game like it besides like a God of War or like even Uncharted's not even like it for real. Uncharted made by the same people.
Yeah.
Bro, you talking about a game, even if you play it on the PS3, nigga, you be like, nah, this game is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
You gotta let me know. Like, what the mechanics, literally, they'll tell you the mechanics are the same and they just added shit.
Well, we got more
Well,
crazy
how about
shit
this?
to
They
get to.
improved upon the mechanics because they talked about this when it came out for Uncharted 2. Because when the originals came out on PS3 at the time, it was fine for us when we played it. But if you go back and play the originals versus when they did the
You can.
remaster
And
for
they
the collection,
remastered it.
they
Yeah.
improved on them controls. So it's not
Understandable
a step back,
technology
but-
got better.
Yeah,
But
and that was my
you-
problem
That's
with
a
Last of
hard
Us 1.
stint to give a game.
You've played Last of Us on PS4. Like, stop it. You
That's-
played the remastered version.
And I'm not a big fan of The Last of Us 1. That's just all it is.
Well, we let him have his
It's not
opinion.
You
awful.
have it, but you don't. You not. I just want to know.
It's not
You
awful.
just-
It's just so look.
You just don't like it because everybody else.
So
likes it.
here's
Just
the
say
thing.
that.
What really pushed The Last of Us as
Just
being
like
such
seeing what
a
you
big
just
deal?
Mhm.
What pushed The Last of Us as being a big deal in gaming at the time was how deep they went on the story and the performances because we didn't really have anything like that.
That
So for them to
and
go that far with
gameplay,
acting,
cuz.
it was not that gameplay.
It was
What? The
gameplay.
gameplay
was
changed.
crazy
It
about that
changed video
gameplay?
game. Bro, God of
fact
War
that
literally
Ellie
copied and pasted and was like
They copied that camera style.
camera
But other
style
than that,
and
God of War does not play like The Last
They
of Us.
kind of do because they have a whole
The movement-
second-
When
they
you
have
get
a-
into a fight in God of War, you
they
don't fight
have
like
a
you do in
whole
Last
they
of Us.
have a whole a team person that's with you the whole time. Ellie at first doesn't really help you, but then eventually she starts stabbing people, bringing you
God
items.
of-
She shoot
That's
people.
Bro,
not the first
the
game to
camera
have a
view-
co-op AI.
the camera view, the opening drawers and the stop and crawling and
That's
putting
what,
your
and that's
gun
what I'm
up
saying.
and
That
that
person
was
over
the
shoulder, like
third.
that-
That was a
that
whole
realistic aesthetic changed up gaming, but
That's what we're saying, cuz. And you're
No,
saying
and
that mechanic is whack.
Bro, he
and it's
tripping.
no,
Come
no,
on, let's just
okay,
go.
he
He
tripping. My
tripping.
fault.
He
My
tripping.
fault.
He tripping.
We can agree to disagree.
Yeah,
No,
real
we
quick.
can't. Y'all retarded.
We got motherfucking MK. MK1's
He's
first amount of characters that they dropping is going to be Omni-Man from Invincible, Peacemaker from Peacemaker,
Suicide Squad.
DC Suicide Squad. Also gonna have Homelander from motherfucking The Boys. Also, Starlight is gonna be in fucking Call of Duty. So
Starlight's already in Call of Duty.
The
Starlight,
Boys
Homelander,
season 2 started today. So we gonna hit y'all with some of that. The Boys information when a couple episodes drop.
Actually,
How
I think
y'all-
it's The Boys season 4.
4.
7-4,
My
yeah.
bad.
Season 1. The boys, guys. I fuck with the boys.
How you feel about the MK1? How you feel about them characters?
I love it because I ain't gonna hold you like, bro, Mortal Kombat always do good with that shit. Like how they add characters, especially like they always add characters for whatever's going on. Like remember all the scary movies were dropping and they added Freddy, Jason,
Alien,
all of them. Yeah, aliens,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
and around them, you feel me? I think the Predators came out, the new Jason came out. Like I fuck with that. I
wish they would have did a whole just like game based on the movie franchises. That would have been sweet.
What you mean?
Like a fighting game where like how they did Injustice, but instead of Injustice, they got the whole movie roster where you got
You damn near can do that with Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
but I'm saying they had all them characters. Like you just put them in one game together.
They kind of do it. They just make you
kind
pay
of got
for
it with the DLC.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel you were
I'm
like
just saying,
bringing
like,
them back from the different things, but they, you know what I'm saying, if they did do that, we would probably find a way to complain about it, but that would be hot if in Mortal Kombat
That's DC versus Mortal Kombat. Remember
they
that?
was just like every character we done dropped, they in Mortal Kombat.
Remember that shit?
All the shit.
DC versus Mortal Kombat?
That would be crazy. Mortal Kombat versus everything WB.
Yeah, they do that though. They can do that. It's just,
Mortal Kombat versus horror.
they just gonna make us pay
You
for
saw
it.
Rumble versus fucking die, so WB, I don't trust them with trying to put their shit against them.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'm feeling with the DLC, because I fuck with that DLC pack, they got a nice roster, and then they also got their Mortal Kombat characters that they're bringing in too.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I want is or I don't know. I think it would have been, because somebody pointed out to me how like it would have been made a little bit more sense if they put them in Injustice, because obviously 3 of them niggas are superheroes. Injustice is a superhero game.
Injustice ain't out right now though.
I'm about to say Justice just fucking ain't Injustice.
It's
They
not
about
out
the same
right now.
people.
It
It's
is.
neither round, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to say they probably just did that's to hold us over for real.
Yeah, but I mean, they already was planning on doing Mortal Kombat 1. Plus, maybe that lets you know that they gonna make niggas like they fight guys like a shit.
I just need them to put Superman in there just so I can have that.
They already did
Superman
DC
power
versus
there.
Mortal Kombat though, so they
But I'm just
been
saying,
doing
just for the
shit.
fact that
And Injustice.
so like people talk about that.
No, I'm saying before that, they already been doing it, so they probably like they in cahoots somehow. They like, all right, well, shit.
Yeah, you
I
said
feel like,
responsibility.
yeah, I'm about to say they've been just like how they just did the new comic books. I feel like the boys is a comic book first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they got Invincible. That's a comic book first. So
Yeah.
any comic book, they probably just any type of superhero or whatever, they probably just go ahead. Let me
Well,
slide over.
transitioning into animes and shit like that and Invincible, did you see the first episode of Adam Eve?
Bro, gas. First of all, last weekend,
Somebody let me borrow Amazon.
huh?
Somebody let me borrow Amazon Prime.
Nah, bro, you gotta say Last of Us the best game ever. Anyway,
Yeah,
Fine.
watch the show.
anyways, but you don't even watch anime. But anyway, listen. So the last Sunday, I binged it again because I knew season 2 was coming out, right?
He one of them.
I binged it again, you know what I mean, just to catch up on it. And I was showing the homies, I'm like, bro, watch this shit hard. They don't even watch cartoons or anime. They like, oh, this shit crazy as fuck. Because remember, first episode, you know, it's kind of kitty, you know, it's like, oh, it's for kids. And then at the end, this nigga Omni-Man killed a whole,
Yeah.
their version of the Justice League, like,
Yeah.
kill all them niggas, bro. Kill the fuck out of them niggas, you feel me? I'm like, okay.
End of the show, he beat his son the fuck up.
Beat his son up. Yeah, he did beat his son up.
Oh, you gotta beat your kids up.
He did beat his son up. It was deep, but that was a deep moment because he like, nigga, who you gonna have? He like, nigga, you, dad. Nigga, he like, damn, I'm acting like I don't love you, but I really love your mom and I love you, nigga. I'm out. Remember cried and shit. But then that Adam Eve, my nigga talking like, damn, Adam Eve really hard. She can control Adam. She basically God. At that point, bro, she got like
She Edward Elric.
she not even Elward. Because that's equivalent exchange. She's the nigga at the end they fight in Brotherhood. When he became God.
Yeah, with the Philosopher's Stone. Because she can just make shit at will.
She can change you into a cat.
She can't fuck with human flesh.
Yeah, subconsciously. But remember at the end she do it. And like one of the two niggas at the end. Remember she got so mad and turned into a fucking god?
Oh yeah.
Like,
and she manipulated their mind.
Mm-hmm. Remember he told her, he like, yeah, you can't do that because nigga, I'm not. Remember the dude like, man, nigga, I ain't stupid. I'm not gonna give you that power because nigga,
you gonna be too crazy.
You gonna be fucking shit up, and you gonna be potentially turn evil. You know what I'm saying? He like, but you can do anything else. And she like broke that little thing, was like, and did that shit. I don't know. We was talking about that.
She
shit,
scared her friend too. Like I was sorry for when she lost her friend too. Damn, we gonna spoil it. Like shit. See, providers, this is bullshit. I was sorry as fuck.
I didn't even say anything.
But I mean, well, they gonna watch it the next week anyway. But
I mean, I've been watching.
It's gonna be another season. So. There's another season. I mean, another episode this week, right?
I don't know.
No, the season 2 don't really start until.
Well, I see they said season
October.
2. Oh shit! Well, y'all watch it eventually.
I think this is just like the preview to hold you off.
But I ain't gonna hold you. We need a depth on her because remember she weird in the first one. She ain't got no friends.
Yeah, but you know how many bitches is just weird by default.
In the first one, she kind of awkward.
I ain't never met no bitches.
In Invincible, the first season.
I don't remember seeing her in Invincible.
No, hold up.
She's in the.
I think you're mixing her up.
No, I'm not. I just watched it Sunday.
The girl flying and shit. That was her.
Adam Eve.
Okay, all right, I remember.
The pink girl.
I only watched things once, Anthony. I don't remember. You just rewatched it.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, guys.
I don't remember.
Adam Eve.
Yeah, I'm like saying it now.
She's the girl. Remember, her boyfriend was the dude that blew shit up, and then remember he was fucking with Duplicate, and he was having a threesome with Duplicate in the bathroom. Remember that?
I gotta rewatch it.
We'll rewatch it. Well, she was awkward in it. Like her parents were shitty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She left and. She like, nah, I can do a whole bunch of more shit. I can save. She like, I could save the world, nigga. She like, nigga, natural disasters over here. I could literally make it to where it don't do that no more. You feel me?
Makes you wonder what the fuck she was doing this whole time.
She was part of. She was saving. She was a superhero. You ain't watch it.
She was fighting a little bit of shit in the city.
Yeah.
She's like, I can do more. She always knows.
She was part of the Teen Titans. The Teen Titans version in Invincible.
I feel like they underpowered her a little bit because her powers is crazy.
No, she's OP.
No, I mean like because in Invincible season 1, it's like her powers is crazy, but they didn't make her feel like
at the end they do. She said like at the end you realize like hold up she like you don't realize how sweet she. You think she just can put up force fields and shit, and then like towards the end she get into her parents. She like I can control atoms on a molecular level. She creates a door in the back room where the Nora door at and just leaves. And upstairs, nigga, and just flies out of there. And then she creates a whole fucking house in a tree. And then you see there's a fucking flood. She stops the flood and makes it something else. And then there's a fucking volcano. She stops the volcano and just puts a lid on it. Like, you're like, nah, this bitch hard. What the fuck? She could just make shit out. Do you realize everything got atoms in it? The air.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
All molecules got atoms, so if you can manipulate atoms, you can just make anything and nothing. So we like, damn. You feel me? So
she's super crispy.
And this one, they just tell her backstory for real.
And this by the year it gets super duper sweet. That's fun. And then motherfucker,
her backstory hard.
Try not to read too much of the comic because like the comic's still really good too.
Yeah, I mean you can read the comic, but you know the comics don't always.
I'm trying not to read the manga and get ahead of
it. How you feeling about Bleach?
Bleach, you know I love Bleach, bro. I love Bleach. You know I've been waiting on Bleach since I was a kid. Like since Bleach cut off after that stupid ass arc where, and not even stupid because I guess you need it when he gets his powers back. Since he fought Aizen and shit, got his powers back after that, I'm like, damn, what happened after that? And I see that they got another arc and they just stopped. I'm waiting on that shit.
Who do you evil again, bro? You think he really evil or you think he jumping shit?
Who?
Ishida.
The
bone arrow?
Who do you Ishida?
You know what's crazy is remember when they was beefing at first? We had like a certain loyalty to the Quincy's, then they become best friends because ain't no other Quincy's around but him. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Ichigo half Quincy?
Ichigo is everything.
He have Quincy, half Hollow, all
half
of that.
Quincy,
But
half Hollow, half Soul.
In the beginning,
black,
they don't know that.
half and half.
Yeah, they don't know that in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that shit.
I mean, it makes sense.
But I mean, I think that's also
they ain't
sweet.
just find that out until now.
And they show that, you know what I'm saying, like, Bleach get on my nerves because every time they think that they got something, for one, the captain's getting their asses whooped. Then they got their Bankais back because they realized that the Hollow shit is just, that's why the Quincy's hate Hollows, because they literally weak to them. So that's why they want to exterminate them. But now these niggas got it even more turned up for them.
Yeah.
But I do like how the Soul Reapers got a slight hollow form right now, though.
I ain't gonna hold you, though, because I had read the manga, so I already knew they was about to come there and get their ass beat.
I actually really kind of fuck with like Bleach. Like it's got a really solid overall story.
It was crazy.
And the animation is 1,000-Year Blood War is like
fire. It better
like, it's real
be.
crispy and nice to look at. Like,
It better be. We in 2023, nigga. We ain't seen a Bleach episode since 2013. It's been 10 years, nigga. It better fucking be. And it's part of the big three.
Yeah.
A shonen, bro. It's Naruto, Bleach, One Piece.
I'm actually wondering how Bleach is stacking up right now with it coming back. Like, because I know
I ain't gonna hold you. That first, like, half of that first season, yes.
Yeah, nah, Bleach is hard.
Guys, ain't no fillers.
Speaking of comebacks, Futurama just came back too.
I seen that.
That's crispy.
I don't know if y'all happen to catch that, but it got really good reviews for the first episode. Basically, what they did is because they actually wrote an official ending when the series ended with their 12th season, and when they came back in the new season, they wrote back into the storyline to continue based on that. So what happens is they've been stuck in a time loop for the past 10 years. So they're in the year, because their timeline runs parallel to ours. So they're in 3023 now, but, you know, they just had it to where they've been stuck in that time loop for 10 years. So they have no idea how they ended up moving ahead and whatnot. So they had a pretty solid episode. They made some jokes about Hulu and binge watching TV shows and shit like that, uncanceling shows. You know, the humor's still there. The voice actors, they all came back.
I'm about to shit on Futurama real quick.
He's about to raise hell.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Because he loves Futurama.
Bro, I mean, okay, so out of like The Simpsons, The Family Guy, it's like tier 3. But
I mean, no, that's fair.
You know, we still got to get into our anime argument.
You don't bring up that whack ass.
Anyway, so
you gonna bring up that whack ass? You just wasted 3 minutes talking about Futurama. I'm about to talk about that shit.
What? Nigga, you just talked about how you hated Bleach and how you love it at the same time.
Nigga, I love Bleach. I love Bleach.
Right, well, let's get
and I love these bitches, but I got gripes.
Hell's Paradise going crazy. Y'all want to skip past? Y'all want to just say,
man, listen, bro.
JuJutsu Kaisen
Listen, bro. G don't fuck with JuJutsu Kaisen, bro. I don't understand why. We just got done talking about Bleach. I'm like, how the fuck do you like Bleach, but you don't like Jujutsu Kaisen?
And didn't you want to say something about Jujutsu Kaisen being better than Naruto?
Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm not saying that it's better than Naruto. I'm saying this. Jujutsu Kaisen, first of all, is only on the 2nd season. And it ain't even fucking like, it's only 3 episodes in the 2nd season. For where it's at, Jujutsu Kaisen is going to be a classic. It did everything with shonen that we didn't like about shonen. As kids, it was cool, but like now we like, all right, you could have saved that. You didn't have to explain all of that. But they explained it. The pacing's good, the fighting's good, and the story's good. It's just all of the shonen
have the same tropes.
It's all of that, but done better, bro. It's sweet. You feel me? Like,
I mean, because the main thing is shonen that I would say that becomes a problem is that shonen, I feel like, has a really bad habit of going with some unnecessary ass filler.
That's what I'm saying. So what G was saying earlier, I'm gonna go with what G was saying because I did not agree with you. I agree with you as far as like emotional and you loving the character, blah 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 blah, and explaining this and explaining that. They doing that right now. Like these new episodes,
I was fucking with that Gojo backstory.
That's what I'm saying. They're giving us backstory, but the backstory's sweet. Yeah. Like what Naruto did with
They made us wait till Shippuden before we started.
But that's what I'm saying. The backstory with the Kakashi Chronicles, fire. Like
But it's like they took so long. It's like it felt more like like with this Gojo shit. It felt like okay, you had this planned out.
But the difference between this and that is the fact that we watch this shit as it comes out. We didn't watch that shit as it came out when we was kids, bro. We watched this. We watched it. We could watch 60, 70 episodes straight because it didn't came out 5 years ago and they done went through 5 seasons. And now you like, damn, we watched the whole Naruto series without really any breaks. Like the first one, not Shippuden.
I mean, the first one didn't really have any filler until after the main story.
That's what I'm saying. It's like 100 and some episodes. But I'm saying we watched it straight though. Like we didn't we watching this shit weekly, and then we wait 2 years and then the next season come out. Like we didn't do that with Naruto. We watched that shit straight drop. Feel me? Like nigga. That's why we love it so much. Like we don't gotta wait 2 years.
I don't know. I fuck with Jujutsu Kaisen. That's be my thing. I think that like everybody thinks that I don't like Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that what it be coming to is like, for one, we all like it's the best anime that we have like right now. It's the best anime. It's better than like all these different animes. Like it's like the show is sweet. Don't get me wrong. It's a good show, but it's not doing anything groundbreaking in my opinion. So much so that it's acknowledging, hey, we're not doing anything groundbreaking. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can see a Command Man, you can see a Rasengan.
Respect.
You know
and I ain't saying you wrong.
And at the end of the day, you feel me? It's like, hey, it's a show. We got demon forms. We got good fighting. Like, you feel me? We got good.
I feel you. It took what we got. It took what we had and did it right, bro. That's all I'm saying.
That animation is crispy.
It took everything we love about anime and just did it right. Like, or is in doing it right. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm not hating on it. But when y'all sit here and y'all all call me and berate me, 3 niggas telling me, oh, nah, Jujutsu Kaisen is the best anime, period, right now. Then I'm like, all right, so they like, oh, what you fucking with? And I'm like, oh, Ragnarok. Fuck that show. They don't even fight. They don't even do this. I'm like, all right, but there's other things that go into an anime, in my opinion.
Respect.
Besides just sitting here being like, oh yeah, we're just going to focus on making it pretty. Because at the end of the day, Demon Slayer is pretty. I think it's prettier than fucking Jujutsu Kaisen.
And it's not. If you had to say Demon Slayer, I'd be like, all right, respect.
All right, then it's not just about prettiness to me though.
All right, respect. But Demon Slayer got good story. You know what I'm saying? First of all, that first had...
I think it has an okay story. It has a story
that first season of Demon Slayer, not like that. I don't give a fuck with nobody. That first season, not that.
Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen?
Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer also has 4 seasons now compared to Demon Slayer.
I was enjoying Jujutsu Kaisen until towards like the last 3 episodes of the season.
I put Jujutsu Kaisen on the same level as like a Demon Slayer or a motherfucking...
But them is the new way. Them the new Naruto and Bleach.
But I'm not refuting that. It's when you're literally...
Not in terms of status, but because Naruto and Bleach were like...
Well, when you got niggas like... And that's the reason why...
No, I'm just saying because like the longevity of Naruto...
Well, but it's not going to do that. That's what he literally just said. And what I'm saying is the reason why it's going to do that is because... When you got 4 or 5 people that's like, nah, this is the one that we choosing the champion. We're going to push this one up. This is the one. That's cool. They all have chosen Jujutsu Kaisen as like right now. This is the anime right now that out of all this shit coming out, this is the best one. We championing it. And I'm okay with that. But when y'all sitting here saying, nah, it's the best and it's better than all other animes right now, it's like, okay, well, what's so sweet about it? Because don't nobody even know what the fuck is going on in the goddamn story. Don't nobody. We're getting to that now.
We got 1 minute left.
I know. All right. Anyway,
I feel you though. We can still talk. Let's talk through it.
Because we're gonna talk about the.
That's happened with every anime ever. You remember when Attack on Titan came out? Because I remember niggas like, "Oh, it was the greatest thing ever made."
It was sweet, it was sweet, but it also took us 10 years to get to 4 seasons.
That's what I'm saying. It's the point of like,
I feel you.
People can jump the gun and end up fucking anime.
I understand that. But right now,
even with something like Attack on Titan, you're literally writing something that's different. That's something that you've never seen before. Jujutsu Kaisen has a leg up because they're literally taking what you've already seen, trimming the fat, taking the characters, making them sweeter, focusing just on fighting, and just making some shit that you've already seen and just making a better version instead of making something original.
I understand that.
I feel that because I said the same argument and got the same response.
But I'm saying though, but just regardless, the story's sweet. Like it's sweet. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
not that it's whack. It's just it's real bold for people to like. This is the greatest thing ever, and it's
I
better.
didn't
than
say it was the
Naruto.
greatest thing ever. I didn't say it was better than Naruto.
That's
I
what
just
we
said
been getting though.
it can't be better than Naruto. Naruto got 20 seasons. I'm not about to sit there.
That's all
Naruto.
I wanted to hear.
I've been said that though. I said we ain't seen what Jujutsu Kaisen gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
we're gonna see what it
it's like
grows
us talking
into.
about when we was talking about LeBron James and they saying he was the best, but he had to get 20 seasons. Now they say he not like okay, so it's
You gotta earn it in longevity. Okay,
Yeah,
let's just agree that Full Metal Alchemist is probably the best ever made.
Yeah.
The best ever made.
It's
Man,
it's
come
top
on, man.
five.
Let's just
top five, top 10.
It's the best. We love y'all, man.
What?
Super fight this weekend. We're gonna talk about it next week. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Pereira versus Blachowicz, motherfucking BMF championship. Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier fights. More anime, the boys, all that stuff. Let us know in the comments what you think. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. It's the motherfucking Animang game and JuJutsu Kaisen ain't all that sweet.
Why?
Oh my god.
Twitter the Ragnarok's whack ass shit. But that shit's so weak.